What is up, guys? I'm here. What is up, guys? I'm here to give the UFC on ESPN picks. Assuncao versus Moraes 2, which should be a pretty good fight card. It's got some unknowns on it, but we'll go through the whole card here from the down up. You guys forgive me a little bit this morning. It's not even 4:30 in the morning yet. So, who do we got here? UFC Fight Night Assuncao Moraes 2. Should be a good one. Give me a second here to pull up this card. We'll see what's going on. Why this card's not pulling up here. Internet's just moving fast enough. Here we go. We're just going to do the main card. Oh, wow. So, the first fight we have Silvana Souza versus Sarah Frota, a women's strawweight bout. I cannot say that I know anything about either of these girls. Souza looks familiar. Frota has the silhouette of a man, I believe. 0-0-0. We don't know anything about Sarah Frota. Souza's 11-1, and she's got her picture, so just based on that, we'll go with Souza, the Brazilian gangsta. The Brazilian gangsta. So we'll go with Souza in that fight. What else we got here? Then in the second fight on the main card, we have Johnny Walker versus Justin Ledet, a light heavyweight bout. I've heard of Johnny Walker before. He's 1-0. Johnny Walker, where do we know him from? Is Johnny Walker possibly from the Ultimate Fighter house? Probably. That's probably where Johnny Walker, light heavyweight division. No, he's 15-3. I don't know what this website's got going on. Who they're paying $40,000 a year to update this website needs to get their shit together. I'm going to go with Johnny Walker in this fight. He's younger. He looks better. Well, we're going to base this one on looks. Who knows, though, this Justin Ledet guy, he looks tough. He looks gritty. He looks kind of scary. And Johnny Walker's the one with the mohawk, but Justin Ledet, I don't know. He's got that weird haircut going on with the half mullet. All in the back here, nothing up front. That kind of makes you wonder about his mental state. We'll go with Johnny Walker on this one, though. He's younger. He looks to be in better mental health, so we'll go with Johnny Walker on this one. Let's see what the next fight's got to bring. Some good fights coming up right after this Johnny Walker fight. We have Charles Oliveira. Where is he? Back at 155. He's been at 155 for a couple fights now. He went down to he went down to 155 and didn't look as destructive there. So we got Charles Oliveira, 24-8, coming off of a big win. Who did he fight and get a big win over? It was just recently. He won by submission against somebody. Charles Oliveira. Hold on 1 second. I watched that fight. I watched all of them. Let's see if this gives us what we're looking for real quick. This is Wikipedia. I doubt it. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. That's right. He just submitted in December Jim Miller. That was on the Ally Quinta Kevin Lee card. So he's coming off that win. You know, Jim Miller's kind of long in the tooth, but regardless, it's Jim Miller. So he just came off that win in December to face, who's he facing here? David Tamor, who I know was part of the Ultimate Fighter House recently. Sweden. He might have been on the Countries Collide episode. He doesn't have any submissions on his record. Charles Oliveira has a lot. Some KOs. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna make picks for the next couple fights here because I'm a little bit more familiar with these guys. So we got David Tamor and Charles Oliveira. I know David Tamor is a tough kid who likes to fight. I don't think he's super versed on the ground. He has a 0% submission attempts that he wins by. He has a pretty decent knockdown average. I'm going to have to take Charles Oliveira in the third round by rear naked choke. I think he wears David Tamor out, weathers his punches, and submits him in the third round via rear naked choke. We move on to the third fight of the night. Damian Maia versus Lehman Good, Cyborg, who is 20-4. Cyborg is 6-0. Lehman Good. Don't know much about him. Let's see what comes up. Lehman Good. Yep, known as Cyborg. Let's see some of his. Okay, he just beat Ben Saunders by KO. That's who that was. Who fought Ben Saunders at UFC 230. Lost to Dos Santos, but it's Iluzu Zaliski Dos Santos. I don't know who that is. Lost to him though, back in 2017. Lost to Ben Askren in 2010. So this guy's kind of well-rounded. He's fought a decent amount of people. Decent names. He's fought Mike Dulce in 2007 in the IFL. So this guy's definitely experienced. He's definitely got the time in the ring under his belt. Well, he's fighting Damian Maia at 170. Pretty even. Even in the record. I mean, 25-9 for Damian Maia, but pretty even all the way around. Let's look at this. Okay, so win percentages. By KO, we got 12% for Damian Maia and 50% for Lehman Good. So Lehman Good likes to throw some hands. Of course, we got almost a 50%, 48% submission win rate and a 15% submission win rate for Lehman Good. Decision, 40%, 35. Average fight time, Damian Maia gets close to the third round. Lehman Good closes it out before the end of the second. Man, I think this one's going to be my bold prediction for the card. I'm going to go with Lehman Good by TKO. I think this is a bold prediction, and some of you guys that give fight picks might leave me a comment, which is okay. But I'm gonna say Lehman Good by TKO, second round, strikes through Damian Maia's guard. Damian Maia's gonna have him in guard, and Lehman Good's just gonna beat the shit out of him. I'd see Damian Maia taking some punches right now. So I'm going to say Lehman good by TKO, second round. And we move on to the co-main event, which is, this one has all the makings of being a fireworks. This one is I'm pretty excited for this fight. When I saw it, it was I was excited. So we have Jose Aldo versus Renato Moicano. I'd have to hear someone say that. M-O-I-C. No. Let's take a look at his record. He's 29 years old. He just beat Cub Swanson, Calvin Kattar, lost to Brian Ortega. Then look at this win streak. He beats. So he gets his first lost draw in 2012. Then he goes on an insane win streak. Beats Mario Charlotte, beats Nilson Ismail, beats Tom Nakima, beats Zuriba Turakanov, beats Jeremy Stevens, loses to Brian Ortega, and now is on an upswing, beating Calvin Kattar and Cub Swanson. In performance of the night, beating Cub Swanson. And we know Jose Aldo, who, has had his fair share of, fight nights and performance bonuses. But it's a Jose Aldo that has, been around the block a little bit. He's in his 30s now, mid-30s, just about. And it's been rough for him. Since 2014, he beat Chad Mendes, lost to Conor McGregor, beat Frankie Edgar, lost to Max Holloway, just beat Jeremy Stevens, which was an amazing fight. He looked really good against Jeremy Stevens. Man, this one... Look at this, guys. I think I'm going to take Renato on this one. He just beat Cub Swanson, who, in my mind, is in better shape and right now, in time, in his prime, more than Jose Aldo, but I could be wrong. This one's a toss-up. I think I'll take Renato. I think it's changing of the guard season. I think it's time for these young guys to kind of break away from the pack a little bit and forge their own path and create a new breed of veteran fighters. These young guys are going to be the veterans, and some of them are still breaking away from these veterans, and I think there's a few other guys, especially in these lighter divisions, that have kind of played gatekeeper, and I think Jose is kind of fallen into that category. But I think this Saturday, Renato Moicano will break out of that pack. He's 29. He's coming into his prime here. He's 5'11". He's big for the division. Jose Aldo's always been pretty big for the division as well. But we'll take Renato Moicano. I think if it goes to decision, it'll be Aldo. So TKO strikes in the third. So I called. What did I call here? I called Oliveira. What did I say? Oliveira by submission. I said this was my bold prediction, which was Lehman Good. We're taking him by TKO. And we're taking Renato by TKO in the third. So that leaves us to our main fight, Rafael Assuncao versus Marlon Moraes, which is an amazing fight. Now, we have Marlon Moraes lost a split controversial decision back in June of 2017 to Rafael Assuncao. However, that fight could have gone either way. This one's not so hard for me. I'm taking, and Marlon Moraes just came off the crazy couple second KO of Jimmy Rivera. I think he fought once since then. No, he hasn't. I'm just going to call this pick here. We're going to take Marlon Moraes by TKO round 3. So I got all 3 TKOs. Lehman Good, TKO through his guard. Renato, TKO in the third. And Marlon, TKO in the third. I think Renato will be more of a ground and pound, and Marlon will be strikes on the feet. So we'll come back with you Sunday and we'll recap how these fights go. But for now, that's it, guys. That's my fight prediction for this weekend. Talk to you later.